My name is Steven and this is my channel, Heart's Delight Exports. So I'm down in the garden again today and it's time to start getting the beds ready for winter. Now one part of that is taking up a lot of these little wooden retaining walls that I had built for the pathways. I don't need them any longer. The purpose of having them there was to try to create deeper beds. I'm getting to the point now where I've added a lot of things over the years and the beds are actually getting pretty deep all on their own, and the retaining wall's really just not working anymore. I found over the summer that I was skinning my knees out on them a fair bit. So I don't want them anymore. They're taking up more space than I'd like, so it's time to pull them out. The other part of the job today is to dig trenches to bury manure, to fertilize the garden. This is something I've done fairly often, although in the last few years it's been leaves, not manure. So this year I get something a bit different to put in the garden. So come along, we'll have a bit of garden maintenance in this video. Now that that's done, the retaining walls have finally been removed. That was the last one I had to do. Now I can start on the rest of the backbreaking work of digging trenches to bury manure. Now it's time to add the sheep manure. I'm not looking to fill the trench with a lot of manure. I'm looking to spread it out through the garden, but I want it buried so that over the winter the worms will have a safe place to live. They'll keep active all through the frosted months. And hopefully by the time summer comes around, spring comes around again next year, most of this manure will be moved through the garden and we'll be fertilizing a lot more of the garden. And now that I got the manure in there, I'll start digging the next trench, which will fill in this one. So today is day 3 of me in the garden, rearranging the beds and fertilizing and upgrading things. I got a lot done the other day. I turned off the camera at one point because it was just the same thing over and over again. Digging trenches, fill it full of manure, dig the next trench, and the ground from that trench filled in the old trench. Over and over again until I got to the end of the bed. Now, just over my shoulder here, you can see where the shovel is, that there's a lot of rough and uneven ground there. That's part of the job for today. I need to rake that out nice and flat and level, or level-ish. It doesn't need to be perfect, but I have another additive to add to the soil today, so it's time to do that too. So today I'm adding sphagnum peat moss to the garden. You saw me fill up that bucket. That's because I'm setting up another large pot behind the greenhouse here for future gardening. So let's start spreading some of this out. So my thought is that next year I'll plant potatoes here. This bed will be divided for carrots on the end maybe, and then turnips up here. And I have this whole other bed for more stuff. Right now we're talking about planting some beets. I'll probably do peas along the garden gate here again, although I am thinking of moving it so that it's half on this side and then half coming down this side. But it seems like a great way to make a big blotch in the corner where nothing else can grow. I have a little pot on the fence here that I'm hoping to fill up for next year. I'm not going to do it at the moment because I figured the zip ties are going to break over the winter. But maybe carrots on this side, maybe carrots and parsnip on that side, and turnip up here. I'm thinking of planting less turnip. Some beets on this side for sure. Might do some more yellow zucchini, these golden zucchini that are still struggling on here. They weren't exactly prolific, but they were okay, and we liked them well enough. I have my tomato plots here. These will get opened up a bit. Some of the holes needs to be cut open. So the new pot over here on this side, I'm thinking tomatoes and peppers on the two of these at least, and I might just do beans in this one, or it might be something a little different than that, but still I got these three pots, I'm going to use them. And seeing I've now added a lot of sphagnum peat moss to these two guys, might be tomatoes and peppers in this, maybe onion, maybe green onions again. And I have expanded my strawberry patch. You can see where the straw is, the new patch. New patch has straw in it. The old patch was covered in sawdust. They're all starting to die back. Oh, look at the butterfly. I've also put some in the tower. That's looking okay. I put some in the milk crate. The ones on the side seem to have died off, but the ones on top seem to be looking okay. So we'll have to see how everything goes. And here's my garden grass. I said in a previous video that this was looking kind of patchy and it would grow in. And oh yes, it did. It has turned into a nice sea of green. And this green tarp up here, this was my truckload of sheep manure, and it's about half gone. So the rest of that will be coming down here, mostly, or almost all of it, to go into these three compost buckets. Thank you for watching. This has been another video for Hearts Delight Exports. My name is Stephen, and I hope you had a good time. I hope this was at least interesting and entertaining to you, and I'll see you in my next video.